I've been living in a 15-minute city my whole entire life, and your dad and yourself also. Here, where you live, where can you go within 15 minutes that you can't find something? Your church, maybe a hospital, but you got doctors close by.
No, I have a hospital within 15, easy.
So
Yeah, we have everything.
we're already living in a 15-minute city. There's
We could use some better pizza.
Well, they didn't say that you had bad pizza in 15-minute sitting.
Well, I guess that's true.
But I think we've already been living in that. I can't see them doing the restrictions that a lot of these conspiracy theory people have been saying. How, you're going to be, you have so many credits and you can't leave. How am
I don't really know, but yeah.
How are we going to go to work and do our job to pay taxes to support what needs to be done for the infrastructure?
Yeah.
It won't happen.
Yeah, I certainly don't.
Yeah, it's
work
weird. It
15
makes no
minutes
sense. Yeah. I don't know. You hear a lot of things, you read a lot of things. Who knows what is really going to happen, or I do believe that most of what I read is out of context.
Yeah.
Like I don't really, I take certain things with a grain of salt, but yeah, it all seems maddening and crazy.
You could put some of that salt on the crickets.
Yeah.
But and you got a point. Like social media, I love TikTok, right? And I think
you're a little girl. I can tell.
Yeah. I have humor. I find a lot of humor in some of the stuff that's on.
Oh
there,
yeah,
right?
it's so good.
And I've started filtering things that I don't want to see, and I've never ever done that before on any of my social media.
Oh, interesting.
A lot of the political stuff and a lot of the conspiracy people, a lot of people that make sure this is going to happen. I started getting rid of it because I found that it was starting to make me be concerned about my day.
Yeah.
And it was starting to change the way I was thinking about how I was going to be successful in my day. I
feel that.
So
yeah,
even the news, I don't like, I grew up, if I went to work with my dad every day and the summer vacation, most kids got summer vacation. I got construction, and it was go to work from the youngest age. And 680 News was the only thing we ever listened to for the whole entire, could be a 10-hour drive wherever we were going. That's all we heard all day was 680 News.
Don't they repeat the news every hour?
That's the same thing. Like, that's my point. But now I'll only go, I don't trust the news anymore, but I'll go and check weather. Even there, they're wrong. But that's it. I don't read into any more of it. And I've decided that I'm only going to live in my day to day. And I had a conversation.
Yeah.
I had a conversation yesterday with somebody that, family friend, she's going through some illnesses and stuff. And I told her, I said, don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about today. Live the best day today that you can live. Tomorrow, if you wake up or you don't wake up, you don't have to worry about it. Only worry about tomorrow when you wake up. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow today. And I think you have to be smart about how you do it. Like a lot of people are like,
sure.
I'm going to spend all my money today and not worry about tomorrow. Don't be stupid. But even with this whole thing and the US dollar that tons of people are talking about and this and that's going to disappear and collapse and all this.
Yeah.
It's not my dollar. I worry about my dollar today. What can I do today to better my day today? What can I do to make my world that I live in better today?
Yeah, because you're not the one at the bank or the one doing any of this stuff. You can't do anything about it.
No. And I'm too small of a fry to be concerned about, I remember once somebody telling me, I asked somebody that I knew that played the stock market a lot, and I'm like, how do you pick your stocks? He says, number one, only invest what you can lose. If you can't lose it, don't put it in. Same thing with gambling. If you can't afford to lose the money, don't gamble it.
Right.
So it's just kind of the way I've, live by today and don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow as far as planning.
Yeah.
But don't live your day today concerned that tomorrow the economy is going to crash. Like, don't eat today.
Yeah, because someday it's not going to crash the way you thought it was going to crash, and you worried forever about all these things.
Even if it does, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, if tomorrow I deal with whatever bank and tomorrow that bank's closed, what can I do about it?
Yeah, unless it's among your community. If it's specific to your community, then you can do something.
No, 100%.
But yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying.
But yeah, like on the bigger carbon tax has been killing me on diesel fuel on my trucks. Mm-hmm. Killing me. But what can I do? I can do two things. Pay it or stop working with the trucks. Well, I can't afford to stop working because then I can't pay for anything.
Don't you feel at all that you can speak up or say anything being somebody in your position?
You know, many years ago, when Toronto was a city and North York was a city and Scarborough was a city, East York was a city, there was all these different little cities or townships, and they were going to amalgamate to be one. The government, our local government said, okay, we're going to do this vote and we're going to see what the number is. And I think at that time it was like 73% of the people didn't want to amalgamate all of the townships to be the GTA. And they publicized that this was the big number that got voted. They still did it anyways. So
yeah,
I'm one.
seeing that a lot.
What can I do? Stand on a sign with a sign up on the side of the road somewhere telling people don't pay carbon tax? And I can tell you in my industry that if I tell a customer, hey, I have to increase my rates because fuel's gone up, there's like it's cost of business. There's somebody else that will be there in a second to take on the job cheaper. So what do? It's like you have to just grin and bear it, make less money and keep going, right? And my customers have been good. Like I've explained to them, hey, this fuel is expensive. So you're buying fuel for your car every day. I have to buy fuel for my trucks. So we have to increase. So we did a small increase. There's still some people are like, well, it's cost of doing business. Why do I have to pay for it? Well, then call somebody else to move your stuff. It's just
by rights, it's their cost of doing business.
right. But there's a lot of people out there that don't think that way. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah,